2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Scarborough or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.
They're eroding.
I love your pipes.
We were talking.
They're eroding.
We were
Can we
talking
start, by the way?
yesterday.
Tina Arena's here, by the way. Yes.
Hi.
I love Tina Arena.
We-
You are
Joel,
Can I just say we were
royalty.
small talking so much
But
off
can-
air? It's time to bring it on air.
Can I
I know.
continue the small talk though?
Yeah.
Because we were talking yesterday about how with some singers, not all, a voice takes a lot of effort, thought and time to sustain what it always has done, right? And there are some singers, because sometimes we see people who we've loved since we were 12 and then, what happened to their voice?
Yeah.
What happens is age. You can't sing like that forever.
Darn, it's-
Time and age.
You got to take all of that into consideration. The face doesn't stay the same. The breasts usually go south as opposed to going
Tina, my
north.
boobs
I'm glad you brought up.
starting to
I'm glad
move.
you brought up the breasts, so I didn't have to.
I'm having to tape my boobs to my back now.
Don't, Ricky. Please. You ain't.
I text the boys the other day. I've got to strap my tits to my back now.
That's all right.
I know, we didn't understand
gave
what you
birth,
meant.
Joel. Listen, Joel. Maybe in your next life you might understand what we mean.
I know. In my next life, I want to be Tina Arena.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you
Yes, I
don't.
do. I idolise you. I love you.
No.
You said, in fairness, though, you said that about Andy Lee the other day as well.
I did not say that about. Oh, I did say that about Andy Lee. Actually, yeah.
So you're in good company.
You're being we're discovering.
Yes.
Naughty,
yes.
naughty.
Tina, we
Yeah.
love you so much. You are, in my eyes, our greatest Australian artist. You and John Farnham are the two. You're the king and queen. And,
Yes.
and nothing will ever change my mind. You, your voice, your songwriting, your chops, you as an artist, you as a person, I know and love you deeply.
Thank you,
But
honey.
just
Ditto.
I'm so happy to have been alive in the time to have been inspired by you.
No, you're very sweet, darling. Well, yeah, you're gorgeous.
You know, but I was alive
I
at
am-
the time in 2017
Were
when
you?
I went to Splendour in the Grass.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I was
what were you doing at Splendour in the Grass?
Everything.
What was he doing?
I hate to think.
and then all of a sudden it's Sunday afternoon, almost teetering on evening, and then you come out with Client Liaison for Sorrento Moon. What a moment. Leave it.
With Monty.
How was that?
Monty. I had a really good time with those two.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
And I was in the crowd. You didn't even see me.
Yeah. I just said, Monty's like, we're going to do Splendour in the Grass. I said, Darl, I'm a bit old for Splendour in the Grass, right? It's funny. We walked out on stage. We got the most ridiculous reaction. I
Yes.
said, none of these kids know who I am.
Of course they
Of
do.
course they
Do I
do.
care? We just went out and had the best time.
It was the
it
best.
was really fun.
Well,
Because if it's not fun, don't do it.
But do you think that's the most fun type of performance, when you can just kind of throw your hands in the air and surrender and say, you know what, we're going to have a good time no matter what happens? Because we all put so much pressure on
Yeah.
the performances and the shows that we
sure
put on,
do.
right?
We sure do. You know what I loved about that? I said, I'm so happy to come on and do this.
Yeah.
And I also did one with Matt Corby as well.
Oh, yeah.
But I said, I'll come on one proviso, please. Just don't tell anybody I'm going to be there. I
Yeah.
just don't want I don't want people to know. It's just, I'm not interested in the publicity of it. I'm just really just want to have a nice time.
Because we didn't know either. And I remember going,
And then when I
think
got
that's
up
a
with
quote.
Matt
End quote.
Corby, when I got up with Matt Corby, like about, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah.
It was such a long time ago. I said the same thing. I said, just no, don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
So he starts singing Chains, because I think his rendition of Chains is probably one of the most extraordinary renditions I've ever heard of my song. Yeah, he took it somewhere else. He took it to Matt Mattville.
Yeah.
And that's where it's supposed to go, you know? And when I heard it the first time, I just went, holy shit.
Do you think that when you have it write a song and release a song that you then give it to us, like the world, to then do what we want with it? Or do you feel very protective over that as like a child?
I think maybe I felt protective years ago, but I'm a little bit like, whatever. If
Who
you
cares
guys,
anymore?
If you guys want to have a great time doing it, it makes me really happy. I love seeing other artists having a good time. I don't get shitty about it. I welcome it.
Well, that's because no one can sing it like you.
No, but it's not even that.
No one has your voice.
Ricky, it's not even that. I'm at a place in my life where I feel it's such an extraordinary honour to have somebody love your work.
Absolutely.
And that somebody wants to give it their own sort of rendition. I think that is the highest compliment you can be paid.
Kelly Clarkson did a rendition of Chains?
What did she do?
Was it
Chains? Yes, I think it was.
Or was it Shut Up Your Face?
It was. It was
bit before my time, sweetheart.
unbelievable, right?
Sweetheart.
Stunning. I mean, she's incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Now,
Incredible.
Joel Creasy, what do you want to ask Tina?
Joel.
Well, I want to ask Tina about a lot of people making love to your music because I have passed on a dance floor, I think at 3 a.m. at the Mardi Gras after
Just
party.
soulmate number 9.
Tina's not remotely shocked at 3 a.m. at the Mardi Gras after party. I remember you doing that and it was epic. Was it 3 or was it 5 a.m. you were on?
No, it was 2. I always did the
2.
2 a.m. slot because after 2 I'm asleep. So I said, don't bother. I said, they're like 5 a.m. I said, no, 5 a.m. mate, I'm snoring my head off. Forget it. There's just no way. And to keep me awake before a performance, like for a performance at 2 a.m.
1,000 espressos.
Yeah, 1,000 espressos because I'm drug free.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I just can't do it.
So what's going to keep you awake for Sunday night at 7? Because I'm
7
looking...
p.m.
7
Tina.
p.m. Channel 7 Australian
7
Idol
p.m.
Grand Final, part 1 of the Grand Final, by the way.
part
Some would say they're
1.
milking it.
Oh, you reckon? Oh, no,
See,
they don't do
the
things
AFL
like
Grand
that.
Final's only on in one afternoon, but the Idol will stretch it. But what can you reveal? Because I've heard what you're doing, but don't tell everyone what you're
There's
doing.
no revelations.
But what do you think about when you see young artists? Because we've met some of them. Obviously, Ricky sees them every day.
Yeah.
But they're 16 years old,
I
and they
know.
look like they're the career of a 30-year-old behind them.
Yeah.
What do you say to them? It's hard to tell them. I can't tell them what to do. It's
No.
not my job to tell them what to do. All I
You
want.
just show them.
I just.
Yeah, this is how it's done, kids.
Show them.
Do you know what? I've always been like, just don't be seduced by the fantasy because the reality is so different. I just want them to be doing those things for the right reasons and not
Money
because anybody
and
told
riders.
them. Yeah, money.
But I will say, I've known you for a very long time.
You've known me for a long
Tina,
time, sweetheart.
And
sure
you have always been, I always want to know, like, what is the most important thing? Like, I'm a sponge for finding out anything I possibly can. And you've always been so honest. And exactly what you just said is something you would have said to me a million years ago about the world, the industry, life, the career, all of it. It is don't chase that thing.
Don't chase the fantasy because it is phantasmical.
Of course it
is. It's a craft. It takes a long time to get it right. You've got to make a lot of mistakes. You're going to piss a lot of people off, and you're going to also do a lot of things that you don't want to necessarily do and that you ultimately shouldn't do. So this is where I believe that we're in a real change now. And God willing, the only thing that I can impart when I tell artists, and it doesn't matter whether they're beginning or whether they've been around for a long time, mate, if you don't do this for the right reason, get out.
And on that
Get
note,
out.
don't ask again the tour. April and May, TinaArena.com. What are you bringing to the stage? What are you going to do on stage that we like?
What am I going to do on stage? I'm going to strip Timmy and come.
Yes, Tina.
You want to see a 57-year-old woman take her gear off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you do.
You are so...
Are you doing my favourite song, Standing Up, on this?
Okay, great.
'Cause I'm standing up.
And just casually, how was Andrea Bocelli last night?
Great. Doesn't see much, but he's good.
Australian Idol
Love
Sunday,
him.
Tina Arena, Don't Ask Again,
He's
tour
a
playing
champ.
all hits across the country, April and May, TinaArena.com. So lovely to see you.
Are you
We're
throwing
done.
me
We
out
are
now?
done. It's Friday.
We can talk as long as you want, Tina.
Don't tell me you kids are knocking off now.
No way. We're here till
We're
6.
till 6.
How boring.
Oh, Jesus.
But believe me, I'm going
You
for
are
a drink
so
at 6
heaven.
p.m.
Are you? I'm
Where do
going
you wanna
for a
meet?
little drink tonight. Oh, I'm going to a really interesting place tonight.
Mushrooms?
That sounds.
No mushrooms. No, I haven't done mushrooms, but when I do, I'll let you know.
Yeah, give us a call in.
I'll give it. Why don't I call in after some mushrooms?
Do it. Do you know what I
You'll
always
sell
say?
more
I'll never be employed again.
I wanna try heroin when it's
All right.
time.
What? Thanks,
Ricky,
Tina. Bye.
I reckon we need to go. Bye.
everybody.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. On Nova.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Scarborough or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.